Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Another mandatory evacuation ordered by Ukraine from its own territories that it controls, okay? What does that mean? Does it mean that you are advancing? No, because if you advance this way, you don't have to conduct an evacuation from here because the front is going to be moving further from the areas where you're going to evacuate. So it could mean only one thing. These guys, the bad guys, are going to push the front here. You expect them to advance, to push you back. Therefore, you try to evacuate these people as far from the front. If you advance, you don't need to. You see the difference? Sorry to have to treat you like that, but I have to do it for idiots as well. And it's not you. It's some of people who also watch these videos. So, okay, this is, you push the front here, far away. The guys advance, not far away. You have to take it. So this is the only, I would say, reasoning behind an evacuation, unless these guys, and if you want to use that logic, I'm going to tell you why it's not true. Another logic is this community here is bombarded by these guys. Only now? After a year and more than a year and a half? I don't think so. And the problem is they are removing these people. Again, I said this in another video. I can't remember that word, evacuation. I have a little fucking thing in my brain that is like, the word is bang, and it's my brain, bang, what bang, bang, and I need a very much effort to remember the word evacuation. So I said removed or whatever. So anyway, if that would have been true, this place is in a location where supposedly the Ukrainian counteroffensive is kind of active. All right, I'm going to show you two articles and a map. We're going to start with the articles. First one, Ukrainska Pravda. Mandatory evacuation of children introduced in 31 settlements of Kherson Oblast. And the other one is Ukraine orders partial evacuation in Kherson Oblast. This is in the New Voice of Ukraine. The other one is Ukrainska Pravda. And here we have the bad guys of Sputnik to show us where Kherson is. Well, Kherson is right here, my friends. Right here. This starting from here, all right, to here, this part, Zaporozhye and Kherson, is the location where supposedly, allegedly, the Ukrainians are conducting their counteroffensive. This line right here. This used to be the Dnieper River reservoir with the Kakhovka Dam right here blown up by, we don't know who. They say it was the Russians. I want to see the evidence. They don't have it. This is their evidence. Well, I've been on the moon last night, drank a beer and came back. Okay? That's my evidence. You just heard it. That's how we're supposed to function. Well, I refuse. So here it is. These guys are gonna get what's the word? Jesus Christ. Evacuate their population from this area, my friends. What does that tell you? Do you think that they are advancing this way? Therefore, they are evacuating their people here? No. Probably these guys are going to break the defense lines of the Ukrainians and advance that way. I mean, if you come with a different justification, I would gladly be open to hear it. So, a decision has been made at the Defense Council of Kherson Oblast on the mandatory evacuation of families with children from settlements that are constantly being attacked by Russia. After a year and a half? No, I don't believe that. Because if you waited a year and a half to have these guys being bombarded and you decided only now, that means you've been criminals for 1 year and a half. So it can't be. Unless you are criminals. Or you're telling me that only now the Russians are bombarding Kherson Oblast out of nothing. And if that's true, what changed? Something changed, and something that doesn't run the Ukraine defenses, unfortunately for the Ukrainians. So let me read further here. So the decision concerns the settlements of, oh my God, Vesele, Bratislav, Berslav, Tibubu, Bebabu, I'm not going to read them all, I'm sorry. It says that the curfew with daylight hours. From now on, it will last from 2000 to 600. There it is, from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. basically. He also announced that there will be a decision on the defense of the oblast, but did not specify the details. All right, so let's go back here, to this article, where they say Ukrainian authorities mandate an evacuation of families with children. The same thing. So, my friends, going on the map, because I think that's the best way to figure things out. The Ukrainians claimed that they have the offensive here, which is dead in the water, and nothing happens right here in Zaporozhye Oblast, right here. And they say, we did this, blah, blah, blah. We want to get to Melitopol and to Berdiansk. This is where they want to break this thing. Well, they didn't. The counteroffensive is still dead in the water, floating downstream. So nothing inflated or whatever you want to call it, blown up, bloated. This is where the Russians' counteroffensive goes, especially right here in Kupiansk and Liman. So this front right here, this is Liman right here. All right, from this part right here is the hottest Russian, how should I put it, defense front, where they're gonna try to break the lines. All right, and the Ukrainians used to be here, so they're taking people away from here. What does it tell you? I don't think I have to repeat it the 50th time here. So, who's winning? Who's losing? You can try to find all kind of illogical justifications for this, like, the Russians bombard that. Oh, you got sick after a year and a half? Only now? Only now you decided? What have you been doing for 1 year and a half? That? Well, too bad. Well, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.